crackling through the night. Old vinyl spinning slowly in a pale yellow light. Every note feels familiar, like a friend I used to know. Echoes of classic country from a long time ago. Front porch chair still waiting for the stories we once told, laughing about forever, back when hearts were young and bold. The years keep moving forward, but these songs refuse to leave. They're stitched into the silence of everything I believe. These echoes of classic country still ring inside my soul. Through the miles and memories, they never let me go. From the sound of steel strings crying to a voice that's rough and true, I still hear my past calling in the echoes of classic country too. There's a man in every lyric with a story worn and real. Love that broke him wide open, pain he never learned to heal. Those songs don't hide the truth, they just lay it bare, like a prayer whispered softly in the smoky air. I've chased modern highways and neon city lights, but nothing ever moved me like those old Saturday nights, when the music felt like family and the truth was always clear. Every song was a promise that someone still cared. These echoes of classic country still ring inside my soul. Through the miles and memories, they never let me go. From the sound of steel strings crying to a voice that's rough and true, I still hear my past calling in the echoes of classic country too. If the world gets too loud and the nights feel long and cold, I'll turn the dial back slowly to the songs that never get old. Let them play me home again like they always do, 'cause those echoes of classic country still know me through and through. Yeah, these echoes of classic country aren't just music in my head. They're the love I once believed in and the tears I never said. When my voice is gone to silence and my story's finally told, let my heart keep on singing with the echoes of classic country. Oh, yeah, the echoes of classic country still echo on and on, long after the record's done. Down an old dusty highway where the sunset paints the sky, I hear my boots on gravel and a lonesome whistle cry. Mama's voice still echoes from that wooden porch at home, singing songs of freedom on a broken radio tone. There's a picture on the dashboard, faded edges, black and white. Daddy with his old guitar, playing softly through the night. Every mile I travel feels like pages from my past, golden roads of country made to never fade or pass. These golden roads of country lead my heart back home. Through the pain and the glory, I was never alone. From the fields to the highways where my dreams still run free, on the golden roads of country that keep calling me. Neon lights and small town bars, stories poured with cheap red wine. Old men hum forgotten tunes from a simpler time. Love was rough and honest, like the calloused hands I knew. Every scar a memory, every song still true. I've lost friends along the way to the wind and passing years. Some to love, some to silence, some to bottled tears. But the radio still plays those old songs, slow and strong. They remind me who I am when the nights feel long. These golden roads of country lead my heart back home. Through the pain and the glory, I was never alone. From the fields to the highway where my dreams still run free, on the golden roads of country that keep calling me. If I fall beneath the starlight with a broken song to sing, let the sound of steel strings be the last damn thing. Tell the world I lived simple, loved honest, stood my ground on these golden roads of country where my soul was found. These golden roads of country ain't made of gold or stone. They're built from love and heartbreak and a place called home. When my journey's over and the night turns free, I'll ride the golden roads of country back to peace. Yeah, the golden roads of country still remember me, still remember me. There's a wind on the prairie calling names I can't forget, through the dust and the silence of the towns the world regret. Old saloons stand empty with their stories on the floor, every wall still listening to the men who came before. Boot heels on wooden sidewalks echo ghosts from long ago. Outlaws, lovers, broken dreams buried deep beneath the snow. The moon hangs low and lonely, like it's got something to say. Whispers of the old West still ride the night away. Hear the whispers of the old West in the cold and open air. Every prayer and promise still drifting everywhere. From the fires that burned at sundown to the stars that never rest, I still hear in the whispers of the old west. There's a harmonica crying from a window painted red. A cowboy sings to memories of the life he nearly had. Love was hard as iron, faith was dust and bone, but every man kept walking till the trail felt like home. I've been riding through the ages, chasing truth and rusty signs. Every road feels borrowed from another place in time. I lay my hat in silence, let the night confess all the sins and stories of the wild and weary West. Hear the whispers of the old West in the cold and open air. Every prayer and promise still drifting everywhere. From the fires that burned at sundown to the stars that never rest, I still hear the voices in the whispers of the old West. If these plains could talk back, they'd sing slow and low of blood, of love, of freedom, and the costs we never know. So I listen in the darkness with my back against the wall to the ghosts of broken heroes who still answer when I call. Yeah, the whispers of the old West ain't just legends carved in stone. They're the tears and dreams of men who died alone. When my trail runs empty and my fire fades to rest, bury me with the stories of the whispers of the old West. Let the wind keep talking, let the silence confess, I'll be riding forever with the whispers of the old West. Used to laugh in the doorway like the world couldn't break us apart. Now silence fills every corner of what's left of my heart. I kept fixing what was broken while you kept closing the door. I called it love and devotion, but it felt like a war. Every promise felt heavy, like a chain round my chest. I kept saying tomorrow while ignoring the rest. Your goodbye never came easy, it just lived in your eyes. I stayed longer than I should've, believing all the lies. It was love that stayed too long, long after it was gone. I kept holding on to shadows when the light had moved on. I mistook pain for forever and habit for strong. Yeah, I lost myself slowly in a love that stayed too long. We stopped saying I miss you, started saying it's fine. Every touch felt like distance, every kiss crossed a line. I learned how to walk on eggshells, call it peace, call it grace. But I was shrinking in silence, trying to save your face. A friend said, man, you look tired. I said, love does that sometimes. But the truth was I was drowning in those unspoken lines. I kept blaming the timing, the nights, the storms, the rain. Anything but admitting that love shouldn't hurt this way. It was love that stayed too long when it should've let me go. I kept begging for a feeling you didn't know. I thought loyalty meant suffering. I was wrong all along. Yeah, I gave my best years to a love that stayed too long. There's a freedom in the leaving that I never understood. Sometimes walking away is the bravest thing you could. I don't hate you for the ending or the damage done. I just wish I'd learned sooner that love ain't meant to numb. It was love that stayed too long, but I finally moved on. I learned hearts need breathing, not a place to be warm. Now I'm rebuilding slowly, learning where I belong, finding myself again after love that stayed too long. Yeah, I stayed too long, but I didn't stay broken. There's a melody in the air tonight from an old AM radio, cracking through the static like it did so long ago. Mama danced in the kitchen, Daddy tapped his boots in time. Those country songs from the golden years still sound just fine. Black and white photographs hanging on the wall. Every smile tells a story, every tear recalls it all. We didn't have much money, but the music filled the room. Those songs taught us how to love and how to make it through. These country songs from the golden years still shine like morning sun. Through the hard times and the heartache, they were always there when none. From the laughter to the lonely, from the truth to all the tears, I found my life in every line of country song from the golden years. Saturday night jukebox, neon glowing red, cheap beer and honest feelings of the things we never said. A steel guitar crying softly like it knew us by our names. Every song felt like a promise that love would never change. Now the world is moving faster and the sound is different somehow, but when those old records start spinning, I'm right back there right now, in a place where words meant something and the truth was always clear. Living life between the verses voices of those golden year songs I hear. These country songs from the golden years still shine like morning sun. Through the hard times and the heartache, they were always there when none. From the laughter to the lonely, from the truth to all the tears, I found my life in every line of country songs from the golden years. If I ever lose direction and forget who I used to be, I'll play those old familiar songs and let them rescue me. 'Cause they never lied or pretended, they just sang what we all feel. In a world that keeps on changing, they're the only thing still real. Yeah, these country songs from the golden years ain't just music on a shelf. They're the voice of every broken heart and the best part of myself. When the night feels heavy and tomorrow's unclear, I'll lean on the truth and the comfort of country songs from the golden years. Let the needle fall one more time, let the memories reappear. I'll be singing along forever with those golden year country songs. City streets are breathing under tired color signs. Every face is passing with a story in their eyes. I blend into the shadows when no one knows my name. Neon lights don't judge me, they just burn the same. I've been wearing my mistakes like a coat I couldn't shed. Every I'll be fine tomorrow still living in my head. I don't need forgiveness from strangers passing by. I just need a moment where I don't have to lie. Neon lights don't judge me, they don't ask where I've been. They don't care about my failures or the shape that I'm in. Under red and blue reflections, I finally feel free. Neon lights don't judge me, they just let me be. I've loved the wrong kind of promises, stayed when I should have gone. I chased applause in empty rooms long after the thrill was gone. But here beneath the buzzing signs, I drop my worn disguise. For the first time in a long while, I can look myself in the eyes. And I don't need explanations, it listens without reply. Every scar looks a little softer in this borrowed light. I don't know where I'm heading or what tomorrow brings, but right now I'm breathing honest between the flickering things. Neon lights don't judge me, they don't weigh my mistakes. They don't count the times I fail or the wrong turns that I made. In this glow of quiet mercy, I'm learning how to see. Neon lights don't judge me, they just let me be. Maybe daylight will ask questions that I'm not ready to face, but tonight I'll stand forgiven by this ordinary grace. Sometimes healing isn't holy, sometimes it's just relief. Finding peace in simple moments where Neon lights don't judge me when the world feels heavy and cold. They remind me I'm still human, not just stories I've been told. If I ever find my heaven, it won't be perfect or clean. It'll look a lot like midnight with neon watching me. Yeah, the night keeps humming softly, and I finally feel seen.